Today, my topic is children. Why? Why we should give birth to children? What is the importance of childbirth? Is it necessary? In what situations children should be avoided by parents, by couples? And what are the advantages of having children? Children are a necessity for the growth of the population and also development of civilization. Without children, we cannot think of progress. So children are essential for any type of development. But personally speaking, each couple must take a decision when they should have children, whether they really have to have children, whether they have to stay barren without children. That is their personal choice. But from the point of view of the society, children are a necessity. Every couple must have children. At least one child they must have. Because without children, there is no possibility of development, there is no possibility of desire for life, for growth, for developmental activities. People become lazy, unhappy, unwanted, defenseless, helpless when they are in problems. I don't say that only our children will look after us, because these days we find parents hating the children if they stay with them all the time without going out and doing some work, some job. I find many parents hating their children who live with them, because if children live with them, they will have no freedom of movement. Children also are actually causing problems to parents by questioning them about their movement, about their wishes, about their financial development, about their management of finances. So, parents find it very uncomfortable to live with their children after a particular age. In their childhood, children are very dependent on their parents, one thing. Secondly, every parent wants to have some sort of physical attachment, mental attachment, emotional attachment with their children. At that phase, it's very beautiful, and children need our support, and we have to do something for the children. And without the support of the parents, children cannot survive. So we have to give them, parents have to give them support. There is no doubt about it. Without children, no parent's life is really worthwhile. It is not at all progressive. It has no meaning at all. So children are a discipline for humanity. Children are a correction to the parents. Because of their children, many times parents plan their life beforehand. They save money. They take care of their future. I find many parents who do not, single parents who do not have children, or parents who do not have children who opt for childlessness purposely, or due to health problems, or due to fertility problems. Such parents do not take proper care of their future. Financially, they do not take proper care of their future because of lack of interest in future sometimes because of lack of effort, because of lack of risk. People do not take proper care of their future. This ultimately leads them into not only loneliness but also financial instability sometimes. At least if a child is there, even if the parents are poor, when the child grows up, they will take care of the children. They will take care of the parents. So the children will take care of the parents. There is a possibility of the children taking care of the parents when they grow up. But not in all cases. We find thankless children also. We have to think of that also. That is a different question altogether. But when you think of it in a positive manner, children are an essential part of the future of the parents. They will be a support for their future in their old age, when they have problems, when they have physical problems, when they have health issues, when they have social problems. Loneliness is a social problem. Nobody will come to our rescue when we are in trouble in our old age. In my own life, I am childless. We opted for childlessness due to my husband's health issue. He got a heart problem and doctors said that he would die at any moment. After my 3rd year of marriage, we got that issue. So we opted for childlessness because we did not have proper financial security, one thing. Second thing was, he needed my support financially, emotionally, and also health-wise. So we opted for childlessness. That is a different issue altogether. Because if the child was there without financial security, without his proper health, I should be running around hospitals. For myself one side, on the side of the child on the other side, and on the side of my husband on the other side. So we decided not to have children. And as predicted, my husband died early. So for the past 20 years, I have been living all alone. But because I am educated, I find some sort of entertainment, occupation, purpose in life, because after the death of my husband, I did my PhD. I have been working hard on education. So that way I find some fulfillment. But there are so many people who do not find this type of fulfillment, and so they find this loneliness unbearable, or financial difficulties unbearable. So they lose their health also. So children are a discipline. Children are a necessity. Children are a compulsion for a life. It's no doubt about it. Just because I opted for childlessness, I never recommend childlessness. But on the other hand, having children is also dangerous these days. Children are becoming very selfish, very cruel, and they are always thinking about their life. And once they get married, whether the girl or the boy, they are going after their spouses. They are not at all taking care of the parents. They think that the parents are a burden on their pocket, burden in their family life. Even if they are rich, they are like that only. They always question the movement of the parents, especially when the parents are single. If the mother is alone there or the father is alone there, they always ill-treat the parents so much that the parents do not want the company of the children. And there is a lot of turmoil. There is a fight for property. The child does not want the parents to live longer, so that even on their expenses, what they are spending will be a waste, they think. Only when the parents are government employees or in pensionable jobs, to some extent, they do not interfere with their life. But even then, they bring some sort of financial issues or financial problems in such a manner that they incur a lot of debts and throw those debts burden on the parents. I know an old man who is a diabetic and both of his legs are out of use. He is a retired railway employee. He is getting 60,000 rupees of pension from railway. He is a retired railway engineer. But from time to time, his children pester him for money, and his son's daughter is a doctor. But she wanted a car, and so this poor old man, out of fondness for the girl, bought that car with 10 lakh rupees on installment. And for the past 10 years, he has been paying that installment only. But the son is not at all taking care of the father, even if he is running out of his resources. So this type of children also are there. Most of the children are like this. Even when they are rich, they are not supporting the parents, but they are taking away all their resources, all their property, they are confiscating from them, expecting the father or the mother or the parent to die at any moment in their life. They wish for their death. They do not expect them to live. They do not want them to live. This is cruelty of the utmost level. That is why these days the government has come to the rescue of these single parents who do not have proper income by offering pension, old age pension. So that is to some extent helpful to the parents. So this is a sorrowful situation. So children are not always useful for the parents, but parents are selfless. 99% of parents are selfless. Even when the parents lose their spouse at a young age, there are many people who are not marrying just for the sake of securing a good future for the child. But children, even when they grow up, they are not looking after the children, looking after the parents. So this is a very, very difficult situation. This is a social evil. Children not looking after the parents is a social evil. And the government is now coming to the rescue of the parents. And there are courts, family courts, where the disputes between parents and children are also solved. But parents consider it below their status to go to a court to claim for any justice. But children are shameless, thankless, and they are beating the parents. They are throwing them out of their houses. They are throwing them into orphanage homes or old age homes. They are not at all taking care of them. So, in this respect, children must change their attitude and they must think of parents as the living gods, living God's gift for them in life. So, this is very important. This must be taken care of. The government is taking measures, and lonely parents or parents who are living a very happy married life, even in their old age, must live together and away from the children. And they can give all their property to the children after their death, but they should not give their property when they are alive. They should keep a distance between themselves and the children. After the children get married or after the children get into employment, children should never be allowed into the family. The parents should not live with the children and they should live independently on their own. Parents must live independently on their own and they should treat the children as their friends. They should not take them into their confidence. They should not take them into their privacy. They should not live with them under any circumstances. That creates a lot of harmony. That creates a lot of bond between the children and the parents. This is the greatest advice that I can give to parents. You may find fault with me because I don't have children, but I have found a lot of parents who are suffering because of the atrocities committed by the children. And so, this is my sincere advice to parents to keep a distance between themselves and their children. They should give all their property to their children. They should look after their children. There is no doubt about it. They should think of them all the time. But when they are cruel, when they are seeking their life, when they are dangerous, they should not keep them in their house. They should take the support of the society and police and law also to avoid that type of children.